Under the leadership of Ibrahim Traoré in Burkina Faso, several major factories have been established with an aim to make Burkina Faso rich from scratch. In this video, we discuss how these factories were established and their impact on Burkina Faso's economy and the Burkinabe lives. Please like this video, subscribe and stay tuned to the end to find out how Traoré has achieved so much within a short period of time, challenging the African corrupt political landscape. Number 1. Moulin Double Star Flour Mill. In February 2025, President Ibrahim Traoré inaugurated the Moulin Double Star (M2S) flour mill in Gampala, marking a significant milestone in the nation's industrial development. This facility, constructed by the Zidnaba Group at a cost of 15 billion CFA francs, approximately $23.6 million, boasts a daily production capacity of 220 tons of flour and 80 tons of bran. The M2S flour mill was developed in response to Burkina Faso's heavy reliance on imported wheat and flour. In 2023 alone, the country imported 270,300 tons of wheat and 16,700 tons of wheat flour to meet domestic demand. Recognizing the need for self-sufficiency, the government allocated 5,000 hectares for wheat cultivation in the 2024-2025 season, aiming to bolster local production. The establishment of the M2S mill aligns with this initiative, aiming to process locally produced wheat and reduce dependency on imports. The mill's operation has generated employment opportunities, contributing to the reduction of unemployment rates in the region. By processing wheat locally, the mill will help retain value within the country, stimulating economic activity and reducing the outflow of foreign currency used for imports. The mill's capacity to process locally grown wheat supports the government's goal of achieving food self-sufficiency, ensuring a stable supply of flour for the population. Overall, the establishment of the Moulin Double Star flour mill represents a strategic move towards industrialization, economic resilience, and improved livelihoods for the people of Burkina Faso. Number 2. Faso Detergent Industrial Complex. This is one of the notable initiatives by Traoré with an aim to reduce country's dependency on imports and boost local production. It was launched under his leadership as part of the country's broader strategy for industrial and economic sovereignty. Traoré emphasized Burkina Faso's need to break away from reliance on foreign products, including everyday consumer goods like soap and detergent. This vision drove the initiative to create local manufacturing capabilities. The Burkinabe government facilitated the development of the Faso complex through public investment, partnerships with local engineers, and logistical support. The project was framed as a strategic industrial pillar. The complex was built using local materials where possible, and trained Burkinabe engineers and technicians were employed, strengthening domestic industrial capacity. The project was executed quickly, highlighting the government's commitment to reducing imports and creating jobs. By mid-2024, the factory was operational and producing detergents for national consumption. Burkina Faso previously imported most of its detergent products. The Faso complex significantly reduced this dependency, saving foreign currency and strengthening the trade balance. The factory has created hundreds of direct and indirect jobs, from production line workers to distributors, thereby reducing unemployment and improving household incomes. The plant indirectly boosts sectors that supply raw materials, like palm oil and packaging industries, thus stimulating wider economic activity. Locally produced detergents have made household cleaning products more affordable and accessible, helping combat inflation in essential goods. The initiative has also led to the transfer of technical skills and know-how, helping build a foundation for future industrial ventures. Number 3. Cement. Captain Ibrahim Traoré inaugurated the Société Industrielle Sino-Burkina de Ciments S.A., CISINOB, on March 20, 2025 in Laongo, Ziniré Commune, Plateau Central Region. This cement factory is a joint venture between Burkina Faso and China, reflecting a strategic partnership aimed at bolstering the nation's industrial capacity and economic self-sufficiency. The CISINOB plant was constructed with an initial investment of approximately 27 billion CFA francs, about $43 million, with plans to increase the total investment to 75 billion CFA francs. Situated on a 12.5-hectare site, the facility has an initial production capacity of 2,000 tons of cement per day, equating to 750,000 tons annually, with potential expansion to 1.2 million tons per year. The cement produced is marketed under the brand name Simpanga. The establishment of the CISINOB cement factory has significant implications for Burkina Faso's economy, including job creation. The plant currently employs 110 permanent staff and 300 seasonal workers, with projections to create over 1,300 direct and indirect jobs as operations expand. By producing cement locally, the factory reduces the country's reliance on imported cement, thereby conserving foreign exchange and enhancing trade balance. The entry of CISINOB introduces competition to the cement market, which has been dominated by Dangote cement. This competition is expected to lead to more affordable prices and improved product quality for consumers. Increased cement availability supports the growth of the construction sector, facilitating infrastructure development and housing projects across the country. The CISINOB project aligns with President Traoré's vision of achieving self-sufficiency and economic independence. By fostering local industrialization and reducing dependency on imports, the initiative contributes to sustainable economic growth and positions Burkina Faso as a model for industrial development in the region. The establishment of the CISINOB cement factory under President Traoré's leadership marks a pivotal step towards industrialization, economic diversification, and enhanced sovereignty for Burkina Faso. Number 4. Adaprod Industries SA. On April 29, 2024, President Ibrahim Traoré inaugurated the Adiprod Industries SA industrial complex in Bobo Dioulasso. This project, costing about 18 billion CFA francs, was funded through both public and private means, including over 3 billion CFA francs from the Burkina Fund for Economic and Social Development, FBDES. The complex spans 10 hectares and is specialized in processing shea nuts and other oilseeds to produce cooking oil, raw and refined shea butter, animal and poultry feed, as well as soap. Adiprod Industries SA has the capacity to process over 300 tons of shea nuts and oilseeds per day. Eventually, the plant aims to produce more than 25,000 tons of refined shea butter and over 20,000 tons of edible oils from cottonseed, soybean, and sunflower. The project created over 1,000 direct jobs and up to 50,000 indirect jobs. It integrates more than 50,000 women from 110 cooperatives and associations into its supply chain. President Traoré expressed his desire to see all local products processed within Burkina Faso to increase value addition and reduce dependence on imports. He encouraged farmers to invest in the production of oilseeds such as sesame, peanuts, and soybeans, which now have reliable local markets. By supporting initiatives like Adiprod Industries SA, the Burkinabe government aims to strengthen food sovereignty, boost the local economy, and promote the growth of the national private sector. Number 5. Milk. Burkina Faso under the leadership of Captain Ibrahim Traoré launched Faso Kossum, a state-owned facility that processes and manufactures raw milk into various dairy products like milk, yogurt, cheese, butter, powdered milk, and ice cream. The company has a share capital of 100 million FCFA, fully owned by the state. The launch event took place at the milk processing unit in the Sisson district of Ouagadougou, which has a production capacity of 500 liters of milk per day. This facility is the first in a series of dairy units aimed at strengthening local milk collection and processing. During the ceremony, the Prime Minister highlighted Faso Kossum's strategic role in achieving food security, saying, "Food sovereignty is one of the top priorities of the head of state." Faso Kossum was created with this vision in mind. The establishment of this company came at a time when only 2% of the country's milk production was collected and processed, while nearly 12 billion FCFA was spent annually on dairy product imports. The Prime Minister emphasized that Faso Kossum aims to meet at least half of Burkina Faso's dairy consumption needs within the next 5 years. He also urged the supervising ministry and Faso Kossum's management to ensure strict and efficient governance to guarantee high-quality products for consumers. A key objective is also the structuring of the dairy sector, which will create jobs at all levels, from production to distribution, while also generating income. In the medium and long term, Faso Kossum plans to build additional milk processing units in strategic dairy-producing regions. Following the establishment of the Sisson unit, the company aims to launch processing facilities in Fada Ngorma, 3,000 liters per day, Bobo Dioulasso, 300 liters per day, Kobri, and Dori. With the launch of Faso Kossum, Burkina Faso takes another step towards strengthening its food independence. Number 6. Tomato processing plants. President Ibrahim Traoré spearheaded a transformative initiative in Burkina Faso by establishing two major tomato processing plants, aiming to bolster local agriculture, reduce import dependency, and stimulate economic growth. The first tomato processing plant to be established is Société Burkinabé de Tomates, SOBTO, in Bobo Dioulasso. Inaugurated on November 30, 2024, SOBTO is a state-of-the-art facility with a processing capacity of 6 tons of tomatoes per hour. The plant produces tomato paste, puree, and sauces under the RDR brand, funded predominantly through citizen investments via a popular shareholding model. The project raised 80% of its $11.9 million cost from the public, with the state covering the remainder. The facility has created approximately 180 direct jobs and around 3,000 indirect jobs, significantly benefiting local communities. The second tomato processing plant is Société Faso Tomates, SOFATO, in Yako, Ponyongo. Opened on December 16, 2024, SOFATO processes up to 5 tons of tomatoes per hour. The $8.9 million investment was financed through a mix of public and private sources, including contributions from the Economic Fund for Economic and Social Development, FONEDES, the Agency for the Promotion of Community Entrepreneurship and Popular Shareholding. The popular shareholding model has empowered citizens to invest in national development, fostering a sense of ownership and collective responsibility. The plant sources 70% of its raw materials from within a 200-kilometer radius, ensuring efficient supply chains. It has generated 100 direct jobs and over 1,500 indirect jobs, with projections of $11.2 million in revenue within its first year. Despite producing over 313,500 tons of tomatoes in 2022, Burkina Faso imported 23,600 tons of tomato puree worth more than $8 million that year. These plants aim to reduce such imports by processing local produce. By processing locally grown tomatoes, the initiative enhances food security, reduces post-harvest losses, and strengthens economic independence. President Traoré's vision extends beyond these two plants, with plans for additional facilities, such as a $2.4 million tomato processing plant in Tenkodogo, approved by the Agency for the Promotion of Community Entrepreneurship, APEC. This strategic approach underscores a commitment to sustainable development, economic resilience, and national self-sufficiency. Number 7. Gold mining and refinery. In November 2023, Burkina Faso's transitional president, Captain Ibrahim Traoré, initiated the construction of the country's first national gold refinery. This strategic move aims to enhance the nation's control over its gold resources and bolster economic sovereignty. The refinery, located in Ouaga 2000, a district in the capital Ouagadougou, was developed in partnership with Marina Gold, a local company. With an annual refining capacity of 150 tons, approximately 400 kilograms per day, the facility produced its first 22-carat gold bars by the end of 2024. The project also includes a jewelry store and serves as the headquarters for the Société Nationale des Substances Précieuses, SONASP, the state entity overseeing the initiative. The establishment of the refinery created 100 direct jobs and over 5,000 indirect jobs, significantly contributing to employment opportunities in the region. By refining gold domestically, Burkina Faso aims to retain more value from its primary export commodity, which accounted for 16% of the country's GDP and 80% of exports as of 2022. President Traoré emphasized that domestic refining would help combat the illicit export of gold, which has been linked to funding terrorism in the region. By establishing a local refinery, the government seeks to monitor and regulate gold production more effectively, ensuring that the revenues contribute to national development and security. This initiative aligns with a broader trend among African nations to process natural resources locally, thereby increasing economic benefits and reducing dependency on foreign refineries. Neighboring countries, such as Mali, are also exploring similar ventures to enhance their control over mineral resources. In April 2025, Burkina Faso's military-led government, under President Ibrahim Traoré, awarded a significant industrial mining license to Russian company Nordgold for the Niou gold deposit in the Koriogo province. This move is part of Burkina Faso's broader strategy to strengthen economic ties with Russia and reduce reliance on Western partners. The Niou project is anticipated to provide a substantial boost to the national budget, offering much-needed funds amid ongoing security challenges and economic pressures. Number 8. Textile industry. President Ibrahim Traoré has spearheaded a transformative revival of Burkina Faso's textile industry, aligning with the self-reliance vision of former leader Thomas Sankara. His initiatives aim to bolster local production, preserve cultural heritage, and stimulate economic growth. Key textile industry initiatives include Aerotex Burkina Textile Complex located in Sorgu and Boromo, launched in March 2024. This expansive project spans 92 hectares and represents a significant investment of 165 billion CFA francs. In collaboration with entities like SOFITEX, FBDES, and UNPCB, the complex created over 4,000 direct and 15,000 indirect jobs, focusing on processing locally produced cotton. The second facility is Texforce's BF factory located in Bobo Dioulasso. Established to manufacture uniforms for military, paramilitary, and civilian personnel, this facility aims to reduce reliance on imports and promote domestic production. The third facility is the National Support Center for Artisanal Cotton Processing. Inaugurated to assist local cotton farmers, this center enhances artisanal cotton processing capabilities, leveraging Burkina Faso's status as Africa's leading cotton producer. In 2023, the government mandated the use of traditional Faso Dan Fani textiles for school uniforms, fostering cultural pride and supporting local weavers. Legal professionals replaced European-style wigs and robes with 100% African attire, symbolizing a departure from colonial legacies and embracing national identity. To invigorate the domestic textile industry, the importation of second-hand clothes has been prohibited, encouraging the consumption of locally made garments. These initiatives have contributed to a notable increase in Burkina Faso's GDP, rising from approximately $18.8 billion to $22.1 billion. The textile sector's revitalization is projected to generate thousands of jobs, directly and indirectly, enhancing livelihoods and reducing unemployment. By integrating traditional textiles into daily life and official settings, there's a renewed appreciation for Burkinabe heritage among citizens, especially the youth. President Traoré's comprehensive approach to industrialization and cultural affirmation positions Burkina Faso as a model for sustainable development rooted in national identity and self-sufficiency. The 8 major factories established under President Ibrahim Traoré mark a bold and transformative chapter in Burkina Faso's industrial journey. From flour milling and detergent production to cement, dairy, textiles, and even gold refining, these projects reflect a strategic shift toward economic self-sufficiency, job creation, and national empowerment. Each initiative not only reduces dependency on imports but also unlocks new value chains, fosters local talent, and reinforces the country's sovereignty over its natural and agricultural resources. Together, they signal a clear vision: a Burkina Faso that produces what it consumes, builds with its own hands, and stands resilient on the foundation of its people and potential.